Right, I see a lot of marketing gurus out there who have a lot to say about how your account should be structured. The problem with this is a lot of them are telling you how to do it. A lot of them are telling you best practices, but no one's telling you why. So the reason you probably clicked on this video is to figure out why your account is not working or why you're losing money through your ads. In this video, I'm going to show you how to structure your account so that you can improve your return on investment by improving your campaigns. So stick around because it's easier than you think. Right, in this video, I'm going to be taking campaign types and comparing them to a real world example. So we're going to be comparing Google Ads with traditional marketing. You've probably learned about traditional marketing in the sense of TV commercials, billboards, and so on. The reason I'm putting this video together is to show you how a specific campaign structure can align with traditional marketing. And what we're learning is not new. It's using all the same tactics as the past, just in a new medium. So Google offers many different campaign types. The first campaign we're going to look at is a search campaign. Now, if you had to compare this to traditional marketing, your search campaign would essentially be your newspaper ad. Someone has specifically gone out to pick up a newspaper and they are reading through it looking for either the news or an ad that you offer. This is why we can compare search to newspapers, because people are physically looking for your business. It is also text-based, so they're reading a newspaper and they're reading the ad. It's essentially the same thing. Now, we'll get onto how you use this after we've gone through all the campaigns. Next campaign type would be the display campaign types. These are image-based ads, which you can use on multiple different websites across the internet. Wherever Google is allowed to show an ad, that is where you can place your specific ad. The display ads are the billboards. These are the ads that show up without people looking for them. These are the ads that you see while driving to work or you see while reading an article online. The display ads would technically be like billboards because you're not telling any sort of story. You're essentially putting your brand out there where people can then recognize it and go look it up later, or where they can see it. And the intention isn't for them to click on it. The intention is for them to recall what you have shown them or your brand, for example. And then we have the video campaigns. These are typically shown on YouTube, but you can align these with the likes of a TV commercial. These are ads that interrupt someone's viewing experience, and they have the opportunity to show a specific message for a short amount of time. So just like a TV commercial, once again, your intention here is not to get someone to buy your product from that commercial. It is to raise awareness so that someone will then go and search for your specific product or your brand, hopefully. So the reason that I put all of this together is so that you can understand when I say video campaign, you can align that with a TV commercial and you can think of it in the same sense of how would I use a TV commercial to advertise my product? Obviously, a YouTube campaign is a lot cheaper than running an ad on TV or on radio, but it's the same tactic of advertising. You want to show your specific message to your specific audience, just like traditional marketing. Okay, so the reason for understanding the similarities between digital marketing and traditional marketing is so that we can understand the marketing funnel. If you go back to traditional marketing, the marketing funnel is the same, but it seems to be a lot bigger than what you would see in the typical digital marketing funnel. So with digital marketing, we have a 3-phase funnel, which you can see here. At the top, we have brand awareness. In the middle, we have consideration or research. And at the bottom, we have conversion or sale. Now, what we can do is we can align these 3 steps with our different campaign types to help our campaigns work together. This takes us back to the theme of this video, which is account structure. So structuring your account to fit these specific funnels and work together as a whole account will help you increase your sales. So at the top, we have brand awareness. This would be your video section. Here's where you would put out a YouTube ad to try and reach as many people as possible. The aim of this ad is to improve brand awareness, as well as getting the message across about your specific product or service that you're offering. Using YouTube, you're able to target a specific audience and get that audience interested in your brand and your product or service. Now that people have seen your ad and people have interacted with possibly your ad, you then move on to the next phase, which is the consideration phase. In the consideration phase, here is where you would use display advertising to show this specific audience that has shown interest in your video ads about specific products, your brand, services that you offer, any sale you may have going on. This is when you're essentially following people around in their day-to-day life. This would be your billboard. Here you would show them your image, getting them to either click on it, hopefully, or to go and search to do more research about your brand. This is the part where you make them decide between you and a possible competitor. So obviously try and make it as creative as possible. Right, and finally, we have the sale phase. This is where you would put in your search campaigns. Your search campaigns are a very specialized campaign type, which if used correctly can get you massive returns on investment. So to do this, we need to focus on getting our campaigns to work together. So if you are advertising your brand in your YouTube video, your search should have a brand campaign to capture people that are searching for your brand name. You want to make sure you're showing up in the #1 spot when someone searches for your brand name. The same thing goes for a product or service. You want to ensure that you are showing up at the top for exactly what you are advertising through the other campaign types. The reason for this is because cost per click in a search campaign can be quite expensive if you do not do it correctly. So getting your campaigns to line up together all around the same theme, messaging, so on, then you are able to bring that cost per click down by improving the overall performance of your account. And finally, with this funnel, we are able to take a specific user through the different phases, improving their trust in your brand and your product, meaning that they would hopefully become a returning customer, maybe to buy another product, a different product, reuse your service, or just visit your website if they had fun on your website. It does happen sometimes. Remember, with your account structure, you want to have this specific vision in mind. In many cases, people are telling you what campaigns to use, but they're not telling you why. People are telling you that your customer needs to match your website, and that is great. But essentially, the way you want to think about it as someone who is marketing your business, you want your ad to match to the customer, to match to the ad, to match to your website. So it's more of a staircase rather than just a straight line going from your customer to your website. That is great for organic traffic, of course, but in terms of advertising, it's not just a one-click step anymore. So if you want to get the most out of your ads, you need to ensure that your account structure is top of mind. Are your campaigns working together, or do they have their own goal? Ideally, if they are working together, the overall structure of your account improves, which means the cost comes down, the conversions go up, and the returns go through the roof. Guys, if you found this helpful, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like as well, it really helps the channel, and subscribe, because in the next video, we'll probably be moving on to something like Facebook or TikTok. Let me know in the comments which you prefer. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.